What's up, guys? This is Jay from the Crypto channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now, in my video, I'm going to be talking about a lot of celebrity news, NFTs, as well as infrastructure news towards the new economy. But before I get started, I just want to say that nothing I say in my video is financial advice, nor am I a financial advisor, so please do your own research as well. Now, before I get started with the actual presentation, I also want to make sure that you guys are aware that I do have a free report on the top 5 scalable crypto projects. So if you're new to the market, new to cryptocurrency, and are looking into investing into certain projects that you think will get the most ROI, definitely take a look into this free report. The link is in the description below. And the beauty about these projects, guys, is that it has a big ecosystem that's going to be using the actual crypto blockchain's native coin for transactions. So take for example, in the ETH network, like let's say Uniswap, SushiSwap, all of those decentralized exchanges will be using ETH to swap for other coins. Same thing with these other projects. Now, these top 5 scalable crypto projects I have in here are much faster than ETH, lower transaction fees, and are more secure, which is why I want you to do your research on these. And also, this is just to help you reduce your research, because I understand that time is money, and a good majority of the newcomers don't know where to start looking. And basically, I've saved you the burden of doing that. So definitely look into this, guys. And besides, it's free. It's free, man. Come on. How can you go wrong with that? Anyways, that's all I have for that one. So here we have the 48 Laws of Power, one of my favorite books. Let's see what it says. Your actions must seem natural and executed with ease. All the toil and practice that go into them, and also the clever tricks, must be concealed. When you act effortlessly as if you could do much more. And you know what, guys? People are going to be noticing you more when your crypto bags, crypto portfolios start mooning, because, well, you're going to be carrying yourself in a much different light and people are going to notice it. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. All right, so let's take a look at the actual crypto market with CoinGecko. As you can see, the market cap has gone down a bit. On Tuesday, we did get that boost from the market, and it's because of the repos that were happening. Now, if you take a look, the volume has gone down as well. Yesterday, it was around like 130 billion. Now it's at 114. And if you, Tether, USDC, Binance USD. So the fact that they're in the negatives right now, okay, it's worth looking into. Reason being is because that means people are moving their positions in their stable coins back into the actual assets, and that, you know what, moves like that are normal, especially right after a dip. When it's too high, they will take their positions and move it towards stable coins, wait for it to go down, then buy back on the dip. That's how people play the game. So yeah, that's one of the easy ways to like pay attention to when it comes to looking at these crypto aggregators. Now let's take a look at the actual repo and the Fed. The Fed is basically the biggest player in the game, guys. So it's always worth looking into what the heck they're doing. So yesterday they did start a repo that's ending today, and it does involve 841 billion. Now keep in mind, not all of this will go to crypto. Most of it will go to treasuries, mortgage-backed securities, and a little bit goes into crypto. They don't tell you how much. All you need to know is it does affect crypto a bit, or quite a lot. And remember, that is not financial advice. This is one of the cheat codes, in my honest opinion, though. Alright, so let's move on to the actual celebrity news. Here we have Katy Perry launching NFTs, quiet stake in Theta Labs. Now, a lot of these celebrities, as well as famous athletes, are collaborating with a lot of blockchain projects. Of course, Theta is one of them now. Another one that's noteworthy is Zilliqa. they're all basically gearing towards mass adoption. Now, these celebrities, athletes, they all have a big following. So, if they're talking about NFTs, guess what? Their followers are going to be talking about it as well as acquiring their favorite celebrities or athletes NFTs. And yeah, the idea of that is basically just to get the masses aware of cryptocurrencies. Now, they're not necessarily going to buy it yet, but the idea of it is marinating in the back of their mind. So that way, when it does becomes mainstream, they're not going to be so thrown off. They're going to be prepared for it, most likely, and of course, enjoy it. So the NFTs will commemorate Perry's events, and fans can register for the first drop at katy.thetadrop.com starting today. Now, if you visit the website, it looks like this. Look at that. You got Katy Perry in the back wearing a mushroom hat, so there must be some symbolic reason behind that. Now you can sign up for notifications right away for the Katy Perry airdrop. So that's it for that one. Definitely looking. Oh wait, actually, let's take a look into Theta. Current price. It is one of the top 100, and of course, it is one of those revolutionary coins as well, because it's dealing with I think CDN content. I forgot what the D stands for. Something network. Basically, a decentralized YouTube. Think of Theta that way, and they do reward their viewers with T Fuel. This T Fuel is Theta's what they call a fuel token that's going to basically be used for executing smart contracts as well as other transactions. So yeah, pay attention to that one, guys. Hold on, let me take a. This is not right. Oh, there we go. Okay, so if we look at the previous high, which was on April 16, it was $14. Now the current price is $6 something, 50 or 48 cents. So is it worth buying? In my honest opinion, that's a big discount from $14 to $6. I would say, yeah, if you want to get into it. But remember, guys, that is not financial advice. There might be a bigger dip, probably in a couple of days, because Grayscale's lockup period ends. So we're still waiting on that. We're waiting confirmation whether it's going to drop or not. So if you are going to go into this, just dollar cost average. Okay, we're never going to know the perfect top and perfect bottom. That whoever hunts for that is going to have a very stressful time. And yeah, don't be one of those people. Just understand, when it comes to the crypto industry, it's a very nascent industry. It has a lot more room to grow. And that is not financial advice. So here we have some non-crypto news. This is basically regarding the pandemic. Tell you the truth, I don't believe in it. However, it is worth paying attention to, so that way you're aware of what's happening in the environment. Now, this variant, I do see them using it heavily in the second half of the year. Yes, during the summer, a lot of economies are opening up. In Canada, where I live, it's still closed, while the rest of the world is already open. But anyways, that's going to be short-lived, guys. Enjoy the summer, go out and do your thing, because I do see them using this variant to issue more lockdowns. And keep in mind, when it comes to the lockdowns, it's not necessarily to protect your health. It's just to slow down the money velocity. That's what the Fed said. Feds are saying. And yeah, you do want to slow down the money velocity. Otherwise, the cost of goods and services are going to inflate. And remember, that is not financial advice. Do look into money velocity, CPI, Consumer Price Index, and how it relates to the economy now, because that's what's going on in the whole entire globe. All right, let's get to the next news. Here we have TZero to digitize and trade 18 million of equity in real estate crowdfunder NYCE. So, as you know, in the new economy, everything is going to get tokenized. It's not just stocks or your art into NFTs, but also real estate. Now, Pay attention. Real estate is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Now think, if a good majority, if all the real estate we have right now is going to be digitized, just think the amount of money that's going to flow into this market. Now, keep in mind, TZero is not the only company that's digitizing real estate, guys. You got a bunch of other ones. And I talk about it in my Patreon. I only give information like that to my Patreon people. And of course, I present them later on once they've made their positions. But yeah, do pay attention to real estate. And yes, a lot more things are going to get tokenized. Also, pay attention to Uplands as well. They are one of the first few games out there that allows you to basically trade or own digitized space or digitized real estate. So look into that one. All right, so this is big news, guys. Visa making 5 strategic crypto hires and placements. They're mainly going to be focusing on stable coins and CBDCs. Now, these CBDC narratives have been increasing for the past couple months. And do keep in mind that Jerome Powell will be talking about issuing a digital dollar this coming August. So do pay attention to that. Now, when it comes to Visa, pay attention to who Visa is partnered with. Okay, because this is a big payments platform, guys. And this is going to be global. I mean, it already is global. But yes, these kinds of news, it might not affect crypto directly. However, they are building the infrastructure in the background. So while you have all these FUD, these bullish news happening in the forefront with, of course, celebrities, famous athletes talking about crypto, in the background you have companies, big companies like Visa building the infrastructure. So that way when it becomes mainstream, things will move seamlessly as if it was already there to begin with. And of course, with the whole pandemic, the masses will not know what the heck just happened, how they got catered to from where they were in the old economy to the new economy. But of course, if you guys are paying attention to certain news like my channel, of course, you're going to find out. You're going to know firsthand what's happening. All right, so here we have another monster in the crypto field. Algorand gets cozy with crypto custodian Copper. Algorand is looking beyond Copper's safekeeping provision to explore the custodian's clear loop system of instant asset exchange and settlement. So, Algorand is one of the certified CBDCs, or part of the ISO 20022 ecosystem. And basically, whoever's in that ecosystem, the central banks are going to be using the protocols to issue CBDCs and other crypto projects as well. Now, Algorand is one of USDC's chain as well. The Bahamas is also using Algorand's protocol to issue their digital dollar. I think it's called the Sand Dollar. And they already started that last year. So, yeah, keep that in mind. And, of course, Algorand is all over Europe too, as well as all these other ISO 222 coins. They're all over the developing countries, mainly in Africa and Asia. The reason being is because, well, that's where the money is going to be heading towards to. So they're building the infrastructure there before that money comes. You know, it only makes sense. And also, it's all done by design as well. That's why they're taking so long with the States, the US. They're keeping up with this SEC XRP narrative because they just want to stall things for the other emerging market to catch up. That's the whole point of the level of the playing field. Actually, there's multiple meanings behind it, but you know, I do see the level playing field is basically propping up the developing countries before the states, and then once they get up to a certain level, everyone's equal. And of course, the middle class is getting destroyed as well. All right, here we have another big brand right here, Animoca Brands. This is a big brand when it comes to NFTs or basically anything related to gaming. So Lympo collaborates with Binance NFT Marketplace to host NFTs of famous athletes and personalities from the world of sports. And you know what, guys? I'm going to show you some of Lympo's art. It's amazing. Now, another thing to note about Lympo's NFTs is that collector of Lympo's NFTs will be able to stake their NFTs to obtain special rewards, thus increasing the value of these collectibles. And that's crazy, guys. Think this is supposed to be just digital art, okay? Kind of like something that you just post on the wall or something, but now it's the point where it actually makes you money, and best believe is going to make you more money than in your actual bank. So putting your money in the bank, in the safety, in the savings deposit is not going to get you much compared to the yield that you earn in crypto. Now keep in mind too, NFTs, they're not going to stop evolving. Earning yields is just one of them. Another one that I've seen is the NFTs, they actually evolve as well, like level up as if it's an actual video game. The higher level it goes, the more utilities it acquires. So pay attention to those NFTs. And if you want a hint, I'm just gonna say Zilliqa. Look into it and you'll see. Alright, so this is Lympo's website, guys, and this is the kind of NFTs that they have. Okay, look at that. Look how cool it is. It looks like a digital collectible, or one of those trading cards. There we go. I don't know why I had a hard time saying that. Now let's take a look at the other ones. You have some fighters, you have an astronaut, basketball player, gambler. Yeah, if you do like these arts, it does look cool in my honest opinion. And yes, more of this is going to come. But these are not the only guys that you'll see first. But yeah, that's the kind of caliber that Lympo NFT has. So if you like it, look into them. Alright, so here we have this guy right here. Former Bank of England governor throws support behind CBDCs. In a speech to the Bank of International Settlements, BIS, Mark Carney, former governor of the Bank of England and the Bank of Canada. Jeez, man, this guy's a big resume. Argued that the further integration of stablecoins into the global economy would give big techs too much power in the economy and would be difficult to unwind. Pay attention to this. Big techs having too much power. That's exactly what's happening right now, guys. I mean, the whole idea of the blockchain, that's tech right there. Now, companies like Facebook and Facebook Diem, they're going to be one of the big players in the new economy. The reason being is because, well, a lot of people use Facebook and it's global. So let's think about it. If a lot of people are hanging around in Facebook to either socialize, talk in their certain Facebook group for business, or maybe they're in the marketplace to sell or buy products, play video games, streaming, all of those things, they're going to be rewarded with Facebook Diems or Facebook's native coin, Diem. It's a stable coin as well. So let's think. Everyone's going to be chilling there. All that Diem is going to be floating around, and everyone's going to get tracked with what they do with that money. That's the whole point. And when it comes to Facebook's counterpart, you have WeChat. That's in China. Basically almost the same thing. It's a one-stop shop for like anything you want to do, whether it's to book a hotel, buy certain things, order food, order flights, anything. Chatting as well. You can do in WeChat. Same thing with Facebook. They're all doing the same thing. Now, when it comes to CBDCs as well, certain countries like the United States, it's still illegal in there, so they got to change their banking act. And keep in mind, with all these increasing amount of CBDC narratives, it's just to lead to this August when Jerome Powell from the Fed is going to be talking about the digital dollar as well as CBDCs. And yeah, it's still illegal now because of the Wildcat bank history. Basically, such banks distributed nearly worthless currency backed by questionable securities and were located in inaccessible areas to discourage note redemption. So there's some cryptos out there like USDT Tether that basically resembles like a Wildcat bank because money just keeps printing out of nowhere. And if you follow Twitter and whale alerts, you'll see a bunch of these coins just starts getting printed out of nowhere. Anyways, here's another news to pay attention to. Christine Lagarde convicted. IMF had found guilty of criminal charges over massive government payout. Now, this was an article back in 2016. Now, this is funny because she is one of those people, or these other bankers as well, talking about how crypto is used for criminals, money laundering, this and that. And next thing you know, she's one of those criminals. So that's the thing that you guys gotta pay attention to, man. When it comes to these people right here that are always on TV, they're not your friends. They're there to control you, okay? So keep that in mind. People that are your friends are people like me, telling the truth out there. And also guiding you towards the new economy as well, because not gonna lie, not many people will survive this transition. A lot of people are paying attention towards distraction news as well as spending their money towards a bunch of crap. However, when it comes to cryptos, it's not issued by the central banks. And yes, it is a good hedge against hyperinflation or inflation in general. And also, it's a nascent industry. It's the new economy, basically. But anyways, that is all I have for this video. If you did enjoy what you were listening to, press that like button and also subscribe as well. So that way you guys get notified when the new video comes out. And yeah, thank you so much. Oh, also, just yeah, don't forget, if you want to save a lot of time doing research on certain crypto projects and you want to put your money in, just download this, man. It's in the description below. It's free. So yeah, get it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will have more